Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I'm Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas is right. How you doing, Lucas?
Doing good, man. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Doing good. So, we've got an oopsie stream today. We're owning up to an oversight. And we're making sure that somebody gets their proper credit. So, I'm just gonna read this statement from V Pyre real quick. Definitely, get active in the Game Maker channels on the Sandbox Discord server. V is putting a lot of work. V Pyre is putting a lot of work into, updating that area, making announcements there, and getting really active in helping the community. So as we move forwards into our 2023 Game Jam events, V is going to be absolutely crushing it there. She's already putting in a ton of work to make sure that that part of our community is lively and exciting and educational. So start hanging out there. It's gonna be cool. Be in the know. But there is an announcement on the Game Maker announcements channel on the Sandbox Discord, and I'm just gonna read it the way V wrote it because V wrote it well. It says, "Hi creators. Due to an error, one of our WMG contestants had been wrongfully flagged and removed from the top 10. This issue has been resolved with the winner. As a result, we have implemented new measures to prevent this from happening again. Please help us in congratulating Zoomer." Some people say X-Zoomer. I'm not sure what the preferred way of saying it is. I've always said Zoomer. For winning 7th place with their game, Sandbox Music Online. So, there was an incorrect fraud flag. We've been trying to make sure that people who have been cheating in seasons and doing all sorts of nefarious things are not allowed to participate in more ways that would see them, funneling money off from the community when we want this to go to legitimate players, legitimate winners. And there was a mistake in the way that was done, which has been corrected. We know what to look out for, and congratulations, 7th place is hard earned, and congratulations to Zoomer. So, I didn't want to believe it, for the record. When I saw that Zoomer got flagged, I was like, no way, because I've actually hired Zoomer to do things before. So I was like shocked and disappointed, and now I'm elated to know that Zoomer's pretty cool, as we already knew. So with that in mind, we want to play Zoomer's game on stream because it got missed on the top 10 video as a result. And from everything that I've seen, Lucas is gone.
I am. I was just waiting for a lull in the conversation to let you know.
Good grief.
I didn't want to steal Zoomer's thunder again. I didn't want to be like, yo, I know he got shafted a little bit earlier, and we're here to make it up. But hey, I'm going to take attention away from that and pull it to me because my face isn't on the screen right now.
Well, we're going to jump into Zoomer's game here. We can find it on 0.7 on page 17. It's the WMG Sandbox Music Online. Turn on the music, move your fingers, enjoy the music. All right. It was like the olden days of Lucas voice only. That was the dark ages.
It was, yeah, we had just gotten out of that Black Plague era and we were still finding our footing, but, we got there eventually.
The crusades for webcams.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Kamisazi. Welcome to the Sandbox Music Online. There are a few things to remind you before start. 1, do not select the same song twice in a row. The system needs time to reset. So, no, not doing the same song twice in a row. Number 2, higher combo will result in higher scores. 3, hit the keyboard hard.
Done.
Number 4, enjoy. Okay. Select your level. We're going to start easy and see how this goes.
Okay.
Select your music. The hub or music oracles. We'll go with oracles. Okay. And, okay, I guess we just... Nice. I've never been particularly good at DDR.
Not even a little bit. And I'm not talking about Alex. I'm talking about myself here.
I'm guessing the harder songs are a little more interesting.
I'm assuming it's still WASD for the forward stuff.
Yep.
Okay, cool. If that was explained in the intro, I was
there's a quest
on
the.
Oh, it's right there, right on the right hand side. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, we got some more challenging groupings. This is like chill vibe. DDR.
It's because you're on easy. I'm assuming once you go up to medium and hard, it's gonna go like angry dancing by the time you get to hard.
I wonder, so it did say to press the keyboard hard. I wonder if like holding down the key, because one of the things with like, I'm used to playing Guitar Hero. One of the things was like really getting that timing precise. Oh, we got one more mistake left and then we're done. But I wonder if hey, I think we lost. Score of 50. So I'm wondering if holding down the key is going to get like a better effect. I don't remember what the TikTok song sounds like.
I don't either. I have a suggestion, and that is try punching your keyboard. I bet you'd get some extra points for doing that.
You hit WASD all at the same time.
Smash the keys.
Let's go with Electro. Okay, this is definitely more DDR feeling for me. And already I'm sweating. Those were like I'm not sure how you can do it that fast.
Witchcraft.
Those notes were right next to each other.
Yep. Hoddle Hill is saying, I think Joe discovered that it didn't matter which you click.
Which direction?
Is that what? So you can just hit
anything? It definitely matters. I just broke my 17 combo for that.
Hoddle, if that was a troll, then well done. Well done.
Or maybe for the ones that are right next to each other, just holding Holding
Both.
Yeah, maybe that's all it needs. Like either or. This works amazingly well. Like I can tell that timing's not 100% perfect, but
it's pretty good.
Oh no, actually it did respond really well to that tight grouping of notes.
I'm impressed.
Okay, well I did better that time. More notes. It was a little bit easier to keep the rhythm when it wasn't ethereal, oracle theme. So, yeah, I liked it better on normal there. I'm not entirely sure how that mechanic works. I have ideas from other people who have done similar kinds of games before. But the presentation is like it's 100% DDR. It's like spot on for the kind of experience. I would maybe modify it to be almost less DDR in like a future iteration, so that way you don't get in trouble, because it's like 2 DDR. Is that a robot from Star Wars?
2 DDR. I'm gonna look it up because I think it might be.
Well, R2D2 is it's just like R2D2's cousin is 2D DDR.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
All right. Of course, this would be the hard mode song. Let's see if I get all the way to the end.
All the way to the end?
Yeah, both previous songs I lost.
Oh, before getting to the end of the song, got it.
But yeah, there's a red bar at the top.
The HP like my bar. I was about to ask about that. Yeah, that's awesome.
But it's not giving you a game over. You can just keep playing. I'm in concentration mode now.
I can hear that.
Silence. Can I break a 50 combo?
Depends on if I stay quiet or not.
Too late.
Fiddlesticks.
I don't know. Well, I didn't get to 100, but would have been cool. Hey, I did it. I did, didn't I? It felt like yeah, I still have a combo up on the screen. So 390 points.
What's the highest score you can get? Is it 1,000 or something?
I imagine it'd be different per song. If you got a perfect combo all the way through. So yeah, now the improvements that I would ask for are like, I don't know that they're actually possible to do. Basically, with the scoring, you have the possibility for perfect or miss, and there's no like okay or poor or whatever of like not quite coming in on the beat. I don't know that the game maker is accurate enough to get that minutia of timing, to figure out if somebody's gotten it perfectly on the beat, or if it's just if you're not quite my tempo, if you're dragging a little bit or rushing a little bit. If that's a reference to a movie. I by Lucas's face, I guess he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
No, I was putting my glasses back on, and there was like something on the glasses, and I was just like, "Am I seeing something on the screen, or am I seeing something on?" I didn't know what was going on. I
It's
was
like
like,
the person who has the fly as their Twitter profile picture, whatever. You
yeah,
seen those
yeah,
before? Or a hair.
little hair.
I hate
Spent
that
so
one.
much time trying to wipe it off the screen. Big old jerk.
uh, that's it's a movie called uh Whiplash,
Okay.
about a drummer and his absolutely psycho band director, played by the We Are Farmers guys. Dun,
I'm
dun,
about to say,
dun,
is
dun,
that
dun.
the guy who plays the main character in that one? He's J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, he's not the main character, but he's the band director. Yeah,
The band director. That's what I
yeah,
meant. The guy who screams a lot.
yeah. The
Yep. Yep.
the what is? I know I've seen the guy, the main character from that movie and other stuff, but I can't remember. What. Anyway, this is all like a weird tangent. So, there's part of that movie is they talk about being off tempo, and I've seen many musicians criticize that for not making any sense because it's playing like three notes and like you're rushing, and it's like how can you tell? Like J.K. Simmons, yeah,
Yes.
that guy.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. That one.
Yeah. So yeah, if the game maker could be accurate enough to get those little sensors going on, that would be super cool. It might need like the whole mechanic totally reworked to do that, and it may not even be possible to get it that accurate and also perform well at the same time. Because really, this is an example of using the game maker to do something really cool and totally not what it's intended to do. Which is great. I love seeing that. I love seeing like the wild things that people make with this. But um, uh, this is definitely a departure from the normal way things have been set up in the game maker to work. And I love to see it. So there's more songs in this. I think there was 2 songs on each, except Hard had 3. Yeah, Hard had 3. Normal has 2, and Easy has 2. So there's more for you all to check out on your own time. This was on page, what did I say, it was 17, something like that.
I don't think you said.
You can't really exit it while you're in the menu. You have to start playing a song in order to exit because you can't get to the options screen while the asker behavior is up. I think it was 17. Hey, I got it right.
Nice.
So check that out. Congrats to Zoomer. He's being sent his prize. And I think we're possibly going to update the video to reflect that they're in there as well. So yeah, let's play some more WMG Game Jam games because there's more there. Let's see, we did Ant and the Grasshopper. There were other ones that looked like they could be fun. We did Hoverboard Hero.
We did.
What's this? Thundercloud Floating Stage? I don't think.
Who's that by? Is that Dr. Metaverso's stage?
It is Dr. Metaverse's stage.
I remember that.
We did play Babylon Beatdown. Let's see. Rhythm Rush. That sounds. I think we'll do Rhythm Rush and then we'll do Thundercloud Floating Stage. So let's. This was by Apex Wolf. This did make it to the top 10.
Okay.
Hydration break. All right. New objective unlocked. Find Melody. It's a good name for a character in a music game.
Is that Melody right there? Is she right next to you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you found her already. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I looked very hard.
There's also a dinosaur in the background that you're missing. So move it,
Bolty.
Melody.
All you have to do is keep Bolty alive. He is powering this concert. The music notes will be appearing on the music sheet in front of you. When the music notes are located between two vertical lines and stand on the corresponding note, e.g. B, D, F, which are located on the floor. Oh, wow. This is going to be, like, intense, I think. For your convenience, the symbols and notes are color-coded. This will help you memorize where each note is located on a music sheet. Okay.
No,
all right, that'll probably make it easier. If you fail to destroy the note, it will damage Bolty. After 10 hits, he will lose his power. Do your best and enjoy the music. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So we got E. Oh, do we have to do it in time? Oh, we have to do it in time.
Oh, so when it's the end.
Oh no, I missed it.
Oh no.
Not
So
Bolty.
if you just stay there, it counts as hitting it multiple times?
Yeah. That gap between red and green is a little rough. It's.
Let's say, have you hit run yet?
I did just now. But it's like, when you're playing Guitar Hero, it's just like toggling between fingers. It's not covering a distance.
Yep.
It was a cool presentation, though. I'm just waiting for more notes to get involved. Oh, the music stopped. I think the notes started too early, or I mean, the music started and then the notes started coming. Oh, we got a B in there. We got G, E. There's no music right now. I don't know what happened. I broke it. All right, so now you just got to imagine what those notes sound like in your head.
I have no clue.
I don't have perfect pitch, so I can't tell you.
I don't have any pitch, and I don't know how to read notes. I am the musical version of illiterate.
Well, you got it. It says the letter, so this is G, and then we're going up a whole step to B. Ooh, or 2 whole steps. Like, wait, I don't remember.
See, you're saying going up a step, and I'm like, it looks like he took at least 3 or 4 steps to get there. But you're talking musically.
I'm talking about letters. So there's an A
Gotcha.
between G and B, and there's an F between G and E.
Your alphabet and
now
my
I got
alphabet
Fs.
are very different.
Your alphabet does not have F between G and E?
Okay, I guess it does.
Like, the alphabet part still works the same way. It's just that after oop, wrong one. Messing up. I'm getting too distracted.
Got him.
So after F, it loops back to A, but we don't see A on here. Why am I? Okay, so the difference between the purple and the pink is messing me up. I did it again. I think it's because this pink is not lit up the same brightness as the ones in the background.
They are a little different.
I lost. Game over. Maybe if one of you had a piano or similar to play the notes as the others played.
Well, that would mean I would have to be the one that was playing the piano, and I don't know how, and I cannot do that.
I have a keyboard over in my closet that has the letters written on it for like learning.
Okay. Actually written on the keys.
I definitely do not have color blindness. I have like It was the fact that what was up here did not match what was down here that was actually messing me up. Because it was not an exact match. So my brain was going, that's kind of purplish. And then it was like, wait.
Is that kind of purplish or is that really pink? I'm not sure what's happening here.
Basically, yeah.
And Pulte is dead.
There's some games where you can like it'll start with one color and have another color, and then it'll make a gradient in like swatches between them. And then the swatches will be all scrambled up and you have to like get them in the right order. And I was very good at that game. There's also games where it'll be like it'll show like 16 color swatches and they're all the same except one is different, but it's only different by like a few values of like RGB. And I was pretty good at that game too.
I would not be good at that.
And you have to select it fast enough because you're like, it's on a timer, and each time you get it right, you get a few extra seconds. If you get it wrong, you get seconds taken away. And I was able to go for quite a while. So yeah, I'm definitely not colorblind. It was just the difficulty of the emissive on the buttons not being the same as what was above, because our dark purple, when it's set to glow, looks kind of almost bright pink. Not quite. Like, and it was also because I'm talking.
A little.
That was like looking at the wrong notes. But no, not colorblind. As when I hear that like colorblind people do painting, I'm like, how? I mean, obviously they can. Like, it's just I can't imagine what it's like to not be able to tell colors apart.
So, speaking of colorblind, so my wife, her best friend, her husband is intensely colorblind. Like, the world is basically black and white to him, like shades of gray type colorblind. And I've never heard my wife ask anybody color questions before. It's just not something she does. But I have heard her ask this poor man now 3 times, "Hey, what color is that?"
Rude.
Every single time he's just like, "Are you doing this on purpose? Like, what's happening here?"
Yeah. So Tom Voxel points out, and this is true. It's not that they don't see certain shades, or they don't see certain shades. It's not like it's grayscale. So, like you can see there's filters that'll show you like what it looks like with different types of like color blindness, because you'll not be able to distinguish between 2 colors, and so their brain just interprets them as the same color, which we could even like for this is the part where it gets kind of mind-blowing. Like, people with a full visible spectrum normal range of seeing could also have their vision enhanced. There's people who do infrared photography, which looks really cool, which captures light, but they kind of have to squash it into the spectrum that we can see, but it kind of adds like another layer of what you're able to see, which is really weird. But even the concept of like RGB and like primary colors is kind of based on the way our eyes work, and not because it's a thing that's true in reality. Like, when you talk about music, there's an octave, and each octave is like where one, so you got the wavelength, and then you like chop it in half, and that's your octave. So it's 2 times of one frequency is equal to 1 of the next octave lower, technically. And that's just like a sympathetic vibration thing. That's like a physically measurable thing in reality. Whereas our eyes have these red, green, blue cones in them that absorb light, but it's not like an octave thing where it can be kind of mathematically determined, and different creatures' eyes have different wavelengths that they're sensitive to, so their concept of what would be a primary color of light could be different.
Like deep sea fish,
right? Like the mantis shrimp, I think, has like 6 different 6 or 7
Yeah,
different cones.
they're
Uh,
nuts. They can see in so many different waves and so many different colors.
right. Like they're experiencing a higher resolution rainbow than we are, basically. At the bottom of the ocean where there's like no light. So
He said, no color, no light.
I guess mantis shrimp aren't necessarily that deep down. You can keep them in a tank. So but just imagine how wild that must be. Like, you know, what we as not colorblind people might experience as like, oh, those are both green. The mantis shrimp might be like, there's actually 5 colors there and they're very distinct. Anyway, weird tangent there.
Tangent? Yeah, beautiful tangent.
I get a little over defensive if somebody asks me if I'm colorblind. I'm like, how
Nobody
dare
noticed.
you? How dare you? I have an art degree. Which is not, people who are colorblind can also have art degrees. That's not a requirement. Let's go back to the WMG jams. We said we were going to play Dr. Metaverses next. Was that on? I think that was on 16.
I don't
There
know if it's playable. It might just be like an arena to run around in, but let's see.
Well, let's check it out. We'll check it out and we'll give feedback.
Yeah.
Pythagoras is given credit for discovering the octaves of strings. Very cool. That would make sense. Although I feel like I remember reading that Pythagoras was given credit for a lot of things that may have just been learned by the people around him. Like, not that Pythagoras wasn't a real cool dude. Just like it was kind of like being the headmaster of a school where there were like a bunch of smart people. And being like, oh yeah, the people at the school of Pythagoras know this stuff. Maybe don't pursue the job of an electrician. Cut the red wire! I don't know. Are these okay? Good. These aren't holes. Welcome to the concert, Kamisazi. Do you have your ticket? I am not a attendee. I am staff.
Ooh, big dogging him already.
Ooh, and I died.
Watch out now. Did you
I like the
die or did
clouds.
that security guard push you?
Oh no, I jumped. Oh, I see Panda.
There's definitely an Alex in there.
I think so. All right, we're getting like a weird audio distortion thing, and it's because the audio signals stacking up. There's multiple sound components. I would not recommend doing that. Now this is something that is not game creators' fault, but an issue with the game maker. Is that our 3D audio sound is garbage. the 3D audio component. So we've got the audio component and it has 2 settings. One is 2D audio and one is 3D audio. Okay. 2D audio means that across the entire map you can hear sound. So it's great for like background music if you want it to be the same audio, like the same volume across the whole map. Which, if you want to approach a venue and have the volume increase, doesn't work as well. However, our 2D or our 3D audio, which figures out your character's position to where the audio is coming from, so that way you kind of get a feeling of it getting louder or quieter depending on how close you are to an object, like say a radio or a speaker. It does a weird parallax thing where you can hear it as I move the camera. It's changing the pitch of the music.
Okay. Now I see what you're saying.
Which is not an enjoyable experience. It it would be nice if it didn't do that. So, like I get the desire to have the volume increase as you get closer. But I would forego that just for the sake of like the quality of the audio experience, and I'm hoping that this is something that we fix soon. The only time you really want to use 3D audio is for like sound effects of like footsteps or something getting attacked or blowing up, so that way the player can orient themselves to whatever that noise is.
Gotcha.
And they're always like less than a second long, so any distortion on it is not heard for long enough to like have it really register as being an issue. Whereas with music, it's kind of like a constant thing that's there. So,
Can I ask, when you say like footsteps and stuff like that, you mean like when an enemy is incoming or something is coming towards you?
yeah, anything
Okay.
like game related with the sound effects where you want the player to be able to tell what direction it's coming from based on their hearing. The 3D audio is a perfectly fine thing to use. But
Got
for
it.
music, with the way it works right now, that parallax can be uh, kind of painful to listen to. So I would advise foregoing the coolness of having the volume get louder as you get closer, um, and just going with the 2D audio for a more concise experience. You'll notice that in all of the official Sandbox experiences for a season, um, there's a hard transition from one song to the next. There's no like fade out based on distance. Um, that was actually a requirement for when we were testing stuff. Is like the use of any 3D audio for music was forbidden. So,
Fair enough.
um, now cool thing though is with 0.8, we now have the arguments, which means we can actually fade songs in and out. So instead of using 3D audio, you can have logic gates. So like you've got a room, say like a dance hall, you got the music pounding in there. When you go through the door, fade the song out using the arguments. You're gonna like fade to nothing or fade to a different track, whatever your ambient noise is for the hallway or outside. Um, and using those argument messages will let you do a fade transition from one track to another, or to even silence, I think. So that way you get that effect of the audio going in and out, but you don't have the swooshy Doppler effect going on. So
Interesting.
cool things with 0.8 that we can do now.
Yeah. Those those little audio touches are going to add, I say little audio touches, but they're really quite major. They're going to add a lot to the games, all of the game, the entire world.
I like the parking situation here. This is a really cool parking garage.
It looks like one of those,
A Japanese vending machine for cars.
let's say one of those car vending machine companies. I can't remember the name of it. They're all over the place in the United States.
I've never seen one in the U.S. I think they started in Japan though.
I've definitely seen
Is
them in the
it
U.S. I was driving through California and I saw one there. I saw one
Carvana?
in Colorado. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Furious X. I knew what Lucas was talking about, but I couldn't remember the name of the company either.
I knew what I was talking about too, and I had no idea what the name was.
Where is? Oh, you know, waypoints. They're useful. Joe's the
can be.
stage manager.
Yeah,
Hi,
he
Kamisazi.
is.
Thank you for arriving on such short notice. I need you to do several tasks around the concert stage. Go around and help the staff, and if you complete all the tasks, you will be able to enjoy the concert for the rest of the evening. All right. This is a cool balloon.
That's one of them high class balloons.
Jim says, "Hello, Kamisazi. I am glad that you're here to help the crew. Can you please bring in the 5 equipment flight cases from the loading dock?" I noticed request new case. So like I guess if you like lose this somewhere that you can't get to it, like if you say you do something like this. trying to break the game right now.
I see that.
Yeah. So you'll respawn it back up here. Cool. Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Now,
wait, is the original case still down below?
I believe so. So now what we can do.
Here I go breaking things again.
So what you'd want to do in this case is turn the collision off on these, so that way I can't do this. Or you can make it so that way asking this guy would reset all the other cases to like come back to this point. That can create some weird scenarios. And we kind of we explored this on a stream a long time ago, working on a game. So it can be a tricky position to be in, figuring out like how exactly to make that system work. I have a couple ideas that are kind of a lot to go into to try to explain without explaining everything else, but either having all the cases reset or having like a cooldown on requesting a new case. Yeah, I think having them all reset's kind of the easiest way. Be like, oh no, the puzzle. Bring it all back.
Oh, Alex.
So what you could do is wherever these cases have to go, instead of putting them, like having them like be killed by their placement, because then if you reset them, it kills them and brings them back. Instead of having that be what sets off the trigger for the quest, have an object where they get placed be the thing that respawns them. I think you could also, if you made the case a child of an object, so like if the I'm trying to think of the best way to organize it. So if the case dies, it gets put back. Ooh. And then asking that guy for a new case would just like reset it and bring it, would kill it and bring it back. But then planting it in the right position would kill the parent object of the case instead of the case itself. So that way,
like the case would respawn.
Well, yeah. So what you want to have is you want to kill the case and have it respawn to its original position when you ask for a new case.
Gotcha.
But make it a child of an object that gets killed if you bring the case to the right position, which when the parent object dies, it won't respawn because it's not the child object that's dying, it's the parent. When the parent object dies, the child goes with it, but it doesn't get that chance to respawn, I don't think.
I gotcha.
I
think I follow.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm building up to. I should go over here.
Nobody knows. Watch out now.
It's always, always that callback to like the 1930s.
Always. We worked together for long enough. I know some of your
since the 1930s.
Yeah, since the 1930s. Alex and I are both Highlanders. We're just trying to find each other so one of us can cut off the other's head because science.
Yeah, you missed your chance in New York.
I did, but we were having so much fun. I didn't want to ruin it, with a murder.
Yeah, imagine being the Highlander, but like having the fun. Like, I could kill you and take your power. I could be the only one, or we could be friends and have fun.
I feel like that friendship route's pretty solid.
All right. So,
I love watching Alex break games, and I don't know why.
So we're supposed to take these somewhere. Where are we supposed to take these?
Wait, did you just take one from the middle of the slot?
Oh, we just take it to... Yeah. I'm not wasting them.
You are now. You took the first one. Oh, never mind.
I have enough. I only need 5 for the quest, I think. Yeah, 5.
Am I the only one that sees a character named Jim and I instantly think, where's Dwight?
I see this character and I know that his name is actually Jet, which always makes me think of the Sandbox staff person named Jet.
There's a Sandbox staffer named Jet.
He's the one that hired me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jet.
I'm sure he has many regrets.
And hiring you isn't one of them?
I think I can be a pain sometimes.
Take the good with the bad.
All right. Oh, hey, this is a half dork render.
Of? Is it somebody in particular, or is it just a random piece of art?
Is it Wayward? Sparky's Nickel. I knew it was somebody from the community. I couldn't remember who. Dr. Metaverso here. Take a peek inside his brain. I called myself in from different metaverses to help myself out with multimedia tasks. So
smart.
So you're Rick.
So smart.
It appears they're having fun around the concert instead. Can you please find them and report their locations back to me? I did notice somebody with a glowing brain. Here's one. Oh, it's not one, it's 2.
2.
I'm guessing they're numbered.
I've always said this. The worst thing that would ever happen to me is if I bumped into a clone of myself.
It's Cody and Lozen. Why? Because you'd be totally enamored?
No, we would fight to the death.
There can only be one.
No, it's a thing. Like, I don't really get along with people whose personalities are exactly like mine.
Oh, okay.
And so if I met myself, I mean, I don't know what could be more like me than me, and we would fight to the death.
That's one.
Is that the bar from Lululand?
I believe so.
Nice.
All right, we need 2 more. Oh, maybe up here. Ooh, it's music keys as the stairs. That's
Wait,
cool.
is it actually making sounds as you step on them?
No, although that would be cool.
Yeah, like the piano from Big.
Yeah. Maybe somewhere backstage.
While you're doing this,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about me dropping the form?
I suppose.
Okie dokie.
Where is the last one? Or are there only... Wait, how many are there? I was assuming there were 4 because I could see the shift schedule thing, but I'm not sure that there's actually 4. There's only 3 doctors. Okay. Oh, I see. It's a neat way of doing it. Oh no. Where did we find 1? 1 was
2 was in the car.
by the bar. 2 was by the VIP entrance, yep. And 3 was on the VIP dance floor. Hey, we got it all right. That was a decent quest. That actually required some brain power. All right. I saw an exclamation point by this gingerbread man. Bongos. One of the guests ordered this drink, but I forgot who. I believe they went to the dance floor. Can you take it with you and give it to them, please?
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna drink it.
We're just gonna run around to like everybody. How can it not go to Panda?
What if it's? I'm about to say, is it Panda? No, it's not Panda because it's not Trix. So
It's not Trix?
Her D&D character.
Oh.
Trix is a little bit of a lush.
It's Andy. Andy's getting toasty on the dance floor. All right.
And PandaPops in the chat, and she says she feels so called out right now, and you are, but it's called out with love. Nothing but.
Yes, this is an intervention full of love. Oh, the DJ. So I saw DJ Vivi. Is that Vivox? VIP bar. Where's the bar? Dr. Metaverse, do you know your own game? DJ Vivi says, Kamisaze, looks like the crew has forgotten to bring me the music reel for tonight's show. I believe it's in the media room behind the stage. Can you bring it, please? Oh. All right, we've got all 4 done. Do we have to report into Joe for anything? Nope. So I would, I'd make this conversation change. So have like a, plant, or like some sort of parent. So when we complete that last quest, this Joe gets destroyed and a new one gets put in that has a different conversation with us. To be like, congrats, thanks for doing all the tasks. Enjoy the show. Or something. All right. So, yeah, I think this would probably work out pretty well for a social hub on 0.8, doing all those visual effects. The main thing would be, I mean, it would be fun to leave collision on those things and see where people, like, explore. Maybe make some, like, far-off, distant place in the sky for them to get to.
If little secret mini game.
Yeah. If they all cooperate and build a bridge together, you could do that with 0.8. The other quests, I think they would probably work fine in a social hub. So yeah, it'd be cool to do. All right, how are we doing on that form?
We have a couple of responses. People are really going slow on this one, but I think we're getting towards the end of the purple hats. So a lot of people that are here may already have either won or purchased.
Oh, okay. You hear that? There's not a lot of entries if you're interested in winning a purple hat and have not already previously won a purple hat. Looks like tonight might be your night. All right, let's check out something else. Yeah, you're welcome, Dr. Metaverse.
I will close this form out soon. I also added a lot of extra questions in it tonight because I was trying to be funny. And that may have worked against us.
All right, Mantra Music Fest by Paraplui Studio. Paraplui Studios, always a fun one to check out. Oof. My knuckles are doing their own thing today.
Is this a common occurrence?
Oh yeah, I crack my knuckles like every hour.
Oh, when you said they were doing their own thing, I was thinking like Cousin It, like running off the side, just hanging out.
My my carpals on my left hand have been angry the past couple of days. Not sure why. Oh. Every 100 years, the Mantra Music Fest is held on the social hub island of music and fun under deep sea called Mantra. Hello,
We do have a
Kamisazi.
question in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Um, basically, it's a quick one, but Dr. Metaverso asks or says, "I can't wait for the next game jam. Do we have any beans on that?"
We are hoping to announce it sometime this month. However, we got a lot of good feedback from the community on ways that we can improve the game jam, and we're working to make sure that the best changes that we can make are arranged for. I don't want to say set in stone because we can still make improvements later and we can still course correct and adjust, but we don't want to prematurely launch a game jam and have issues with it right off the bat. So we meaning the council and Vpire and Panda, a bunch of staff people are all involved in making sure that the game jams are gonna be better moving forward. So that takes some figuring out of stuff, figuring out like from people's feedback what changes we can implement, and the best way to do it. And we want to make sure that all those moving parts are in place so that way once we announce the dates, we can stick with them and there are not delays. So that may end up, like I said, originally we were planning to make the announcement in March of what the jam would be. I think we could still hit that, but we're going to announce the game jam when we are ready to announce the next game jam, and that's the official answer.
That's the official answer.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. When it's good and ready and not half baked. All right. Hello, Kamisazi.
Closed. Sorry.
Form is closed. Hello, Kamisazi. You traveled a long distance to get here. In front of you is the entrance to Mantra, an entertaining island of deep sea. Now there's a music festival every 100 years called Mantra Music Fest. The music competition between Ratri, Queen of Voice, and Mintra, Princess of Melody, which for 5,000 years, the winner has not yet been decided. Oof.
It's a long time.
That's a real long time.
I'd be a little frustrated if I was in that contest.
Is this a commentary on the game jams?
No, it is not.
I entered this competition 5,000 years ago, and it's been 2 epochs, and we still don't know who the winner is.
It's been 84 years.
Times like 40. You might be the unexpected one if you can compose divine music. You have to find singer, songwriter, and musician that can assist you in completing the music. I'll be waiting for you at the moon of the poetry. May the goddess sing upon you. Enjoy the music. You talk too much, old man.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Normally I would go with the nice one, but that one was
too much, Grandpa.
That one was too good to pass up. Woo!
That was wonderful. Oh wow, I'm digging it.
I feel like there were things that made the fall go slower. Oh, there was probably like water.
I was gonna say, were they falling through water?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's a completely different look where you're at now than where you were before.
These are just some cool outfits.
Yeah.
Nice rave things going on. There is no music though, which is surprising.
They have headphones on, so they all have their own music going.
It's one of those quiet raves.
Yeah.
Is that what those are called?
It's something like that. They're very conscious of the environment around them. Not trying to disturb the neighbors.
All right, we gotta find a recording for this mermaid. There's an icon up here. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Not in this box. That's a cool chest, though. Can I? Oh, I can't jump on that. Where? There's treasure chests everywhere. They all say not in this box. Well, which one is it? Why do you have so many empty treasure chests? There was a noise. I don't know what that meant. A hidden treasure chest back here. Oh, I picked up a music note. Ah, here's the record. I'm not sure what I'm picking up the music notes for, though. Maybe there's another quest related to collecting music notes that I have not gotten yet. All right. Let's see. You found it. This is my best record I ever did. Thank you very much. I will improve the single I'm working on and share it via WCM arrows soon. What? Didn't you just think I sat down and recorded a new record for you? Okay. Bit of a diva. But, you know, she's a singing mermaid, so what do you expect?
Better.
You expected better?
I expected better.
All right, let's see who this person is over here. This is a guy blowing kisses with his very detailed whatever the turntable. I can't remember what that thing's called.
He's blowing all the kisses.
Yeah. Hello, I'm
special.
Afai Manny, the well-known musician. Without melody, how can music exist as music? You must gather every melody that appears in this mantra, which you can compose with the divine music. I'm hoping you'll collect some of it. Wait, where's your bagpipe?
That's a great question. I feel like it's totally fair.
I'm guessing that might be like a cultural reference. Like,
or they just really like bagpipes.
Well, it says something about like the famous musician, but I don't know who they are. It might be. I don't remember where Paraplui Studios from. I think they're somewhere in Southeast Asia. I can't remember where. So this might be a reference to like some mythological figure that I don't know of. Talking about headphones though.
What was the name of the person? It was Affy something.
Yeah, it was APH AI.
Oh, APHAI.
And then MA something.
MANI.
When I first glanced at it, I thought it was going to say alpha male, but then I was like, those aren't the right letters for that.
I got the winner for that contest.
All right, who's the winner of Wizzy the Purple's enhanced hat?
I'm a little surprised this person hasn't won before. Okay. So I'm really happy to see their name on the list now. But to the question of what is your favorite color, they answered blue. Huh? Congratulations goes out to Tom Voxel. You have won Wizzy's enhanced purple hat. Congrats, friend.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right, this is the quest that I needed the music notes for. So I need to find several more, 2 more. I do like the way they've done the water on the sides here. Having it be like different colors fading in.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you said something. I was looking away when you were running through it. I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, they've done some interesting stuff with the blocks. they've done a lot of interesting stuff with the blocks. They've really made a lot of color and texture um and decorations with the blocks, which is a much more optimized way to do things. So this is running very clean. Even with all this stuff going on, I'm getting between 58 and 60 frames a second generally. I'm capped at 60 FPS, so it says max 83. But I can't see that, so I don't know exactly what that part means. But yeah, if you're ever curious how well your game is running, you can hit Control F9 and it will show you all this useful stuff. All right, I need 2 more music notes.
Can you do that when you're in Game Maker, or only when you're in like the play mode?
Both.
Oh, really?
It'll run the entire time.
You said Control F9?
Yep, in both the client, like we're in the Game Maker right now, and it'll work both in the editor and in the player.
Nice. I didn't know that. I thought it only worked in player.
It also works in the game client, so while you're playing the alpha, you can see which experience.
Oh, so all versions of the game.
Yep. It didn't used to be in every aspect, and you also couldn't turn it off before. So it was like once you started it, you had to live with it. But now you can turn it off and on. Basically,
wait, you mean like for all time, or just until you shut the game down?
Until you shut the game down. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It defaults to off when you start it. No, I don't know when it first got added, but basically a bunch of people didn't know it was there, and then we had like a big staff game testing session where we tried to get as many staff people into the Alpha Social Hub as possible. And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, if you hit Control F9, it'll show your FPS," and everybody's like, "Whoa, it's cool!" And then they're all like, "I can't get rid of it now."
You push it once and it's like, "Hello." You push it again, it's like, "I'm not going anywhere."
You're stuck with me now.
I'm hanging out until dinner's over.
Oh, I didn't notice the giant figures. Cool. Where is the last quest? Oh, up here. So even though we've got these nice like exclamation points, when you've got all this like color and stuff going on the screen, sometimes it's hard to see to even notice that the waypoint's there. Which
yeah.
I don't even know how we get up there. All these, we got to platform our way from over here.
But there's a platform with a little bit of a glowy light on it. Assuming you take that up.
There we go.
That's a great way to clue people in.
Yeah.
But like you said, when there's all this going on, a little tough to see a strobe light in a rave.
Yeah. It's like, I want you to find this specific glow stick.
Where is it? There's that big old pile of glow sticks over there.
Meanwhile, your eyeballs are going.
I like that they have it constantly happening, though. That's cool. That's a good touch.
Oh, hey, it's the old guy. Hermit, songwriter. Great, you have found me. This is my hermitage, the moon of poetry. Have you come to me because you want to compose divine music? Teach me! The lyrics must convey meaning in order to create a good song. You must be familiar with poetry. I'll put you to the test.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready. I don't know.
I heard the SpongeBob in your voice when you said that, and I appreciate that.
I'm ready. I'm ready. We're all stars to disappear or die. I should learn to watch TV and feel its total dark sublime, though this might take me a little time. Okay, well, only one of these actually rhymes. We're all stars to disappear or die. I should learn to look at an empty sky and feel its total dark sublime, though this might take me a little time. I feel like that's fitting.
Mm-hmm.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
7.
Oh, this one doesn't rhyme. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being and ideal grace. Uh, hmm. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the money, money, money. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being an ideal grace. Money gang, money gang, money gang, money gang, money gang, money gang, money gang.
Oh, that was wonderful.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being an ideal grace. That one seems to fit. And then height rhymes with sight, although having an ABC rhyming pattern's kind of different, but it works. um oh, blank. Tiny green planets emerge from Earth. Birds are singing the sky into place, but there is nowhere else I want to be but here.
Sun make
Well,
me burn.
this is a poem all of its own. Sun makes power. Sun make energy. Sun makes the day new. Sun make me burn. That's we don't need the top part. We don't need the prompt. This is
all
the
4 of
responses.
those.
Yeah, just pick all 4.
How do you select all of the above?
um, let's see. The sun makes the day new. Tiny green plants emerge from the earth. Birds are singing the sky into place. There is nowhere else I want to be but here. I feel that makes the sun makes the day new is the most pretty of the 4, I think. Very good. You are full of poetic qualities. You must be able to create good works. I will be waiting for a wonderful melody from you. Ooh, we completed 2 quests at the same time and the audios overlapped. Talk to Sin Sumut to start the competition in Mantra Music Fest. It is you, Kamisazi, who composed divine music. I'm Sin Sumut, the staff of this competition. In order to decide this battle or not, which side do you want to join? You make the decision. Rat Tree, Queen of Voice. People are fascinated by their technique and strong vocals. Or Mintra, Princess of Melody. She has a beautiful voice that communicates the meaning sincerely. Which one?
I can't really read the purple one.
That's Queen of Voice. People are fascinated by their by their technique and strong vocals.
I'm gonna go with the purple one then.
Alrighty. Remember that the power of an artist is their fans. You must lead the fans to the artist of your choice. Let's go.
Yeehaw.
Ah, they're attacking me.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, they're chasing me into. So we gotta. Oh, that's cool.
That is
They must
cool.
have. They must have changed. Well, the person was breakdancing, and then they like jumped up and started chasing me. I'm wondering.
And then they got sucked into that void and got disintegrated.
I think their idle animation was changed to be whatever the dance was. And then their behavior as a predator got activated. So instead of doing their dance idle, they're running after me.
Nice.
Listen to all of you. Now, the victor is Ratri, Queen of Voice. A divine music will be sung throughout the land of Mantra. Looking like oh wait. Is that that's the Google Chrome browser disconnected dinosaur? At least it looks like it.
It does. And that's amazing. 404 Dino.
Yeah. I wonder if any of these assets are from like Dead Mouse stuff.
I've been wondering, because it's just such a diverse like batch. There's so much going on in here. I've been wondering myself if all of this was created specifically by them for this game jam, or if they purchased any of it.
Studio Paraplui is they've got a team, so they've got
So
they've got
they probably did it all
artists.
on their own.
I'm not sure. They might have.
Yeah.
And like some of this is, I think, remixed from Quest of Triloga. Like this statue here looks similar to
Okay.
stuff that was in Quest of Triloga, but they've ravified it.
Smart.
So I would say the one thing that's kind of weird is that there's not really any actual music here, and I'm not sure why. That'd be the main thing. It needs songs to go with it. So otherwise, it was cool. Looks really nice, and has an interesting variety of quests going on. All right.
Stunningly beautiful.
Well, it is time for me to put a small child to bed. So thank you all for hanging out and observing me play some WMG Game Jam games. Congratulations again to all the winners, and especially to Zoomer. Glad that you got added back to the list. Hope you see this, and go check out their DDR game. It's on page 17, I want to say.
That was what page it was on earlier.
Yeah, and it's hard to miss because it looks like DDR in the thumbnail. So, all right, have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you, Alex.
I will be back on my own personal stream, twitch.tv/Kamisazi, in about 2.5 hours for my normal Wednesday stream. Good night, everybody.
What are you playing tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I always decide like last minute.
Okay.
I've got weird thing. I've always liked this. I don't know why. I like things that make me feel paranoid. And I think it's because it's not a thing that I typically experience in real life. I don't feel like, this is like my white privilege talking or something, I don't feel like I'm particularly persecuted or like being chased after. But that sensation when it's given to me by media is like interesting. So I really like conspiracy theory movies and like eldritch horror and anything that just makes me feel kind of skeeved out is like like the kind of media that I like to consume. So Control, I love that game. Control is so good, but I've beaten it. Like there's nothing new for me to do in Control right now. So I need other games, and so I don't know, maybe I'll find something in my library that's like that. Like
if anybody has
like
any
that.
game recommendations,
yeah, I'm on Twitter.
mash them on
you know
out
where
there.
to find me. So, all right, good night, everybody. See you later.
Good night, everyone.